Cubs up 3-0 as we head to the top of the third at Miller Park. Well, we figured we started the season at spring training this way. How about we end it this way? Ryan Braun on a headset in the dugout. Unfortunately, Ryan's not able to play, but here he is. And thanks for spending some time with us, Ryan. Talk us through what the season has been like from your perspective, a player's perspective, and where you're hoping to head this offseason.
Yeah, it's been tough. You know, it's been a challenging year for all of us as players. Not the year we wanted to have, not the position we wanted to be in come this time of the year. But with that being said, it's obviously a transitional phase we're going through as a team, as an organization. There's plenty of signs of hope. There's reasons for optimism. It starts with having Craig Counsell as our manager, you know, having a new young GM and David Stearns, and there's really some quality prospects we have coming up through the organization now. So there's reasons for excitement. There's plenty of things to be excited about and looking forward to, but obviously it's been challenging.
Yeah, Ryan, you're going to be part of certainly the rebuild, and regardless of how long that takes, talk us through, you know, the difference between, you know, getting to the ballpark every day when you're in a pennant race and you're trying to you know, win games, you know, to get to the playoffs, and kind of the way things went this year. How much of a difference in your preparation and attitude is there?
You try to take the same approach, you know, have the same attitude, show up every day with the same level of commitment to your routine, your process, and preparing every day. But certainly it's a lot more fun when you're playing meaningful games this time of year. I think it makes it a lot easier when you show up and you feed off the excitement, the adrenaline of being in a playoff chase this time of year. Because as you guys know, it's a long season. It's a grueling schedule, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. And when you're playing meaningful games this time of year, it just makes it a lot more fun to show up every day.
Yeah, it's got to be gratifying for you after you know, a rough season last year with the injuries, you know, the thumb problem. But you come back this year, a great season. It's got to be gratifying for you to realize when you're healthy, you're still one of the best hitters in the game.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I got plenty of really good years left in me. Hopefully some years that are quite a bit better than this year was. But it was definitely an honor to make it back to the All-Star game. Never an easy thing to do, something I'm proud of. Happy that my second half was better than my first half, and definitely some positives to take from the year.
And this is a year, Ryan, where you are the all-time home run champion, home run leader for the Milwaukee Brewers in franchise history. You passed Robin Yount this season, and I know you've had a little time to reflect as you head into the offseason. You have a surgery scheduled as well, but what do you think about your name being at the top of this list, especially passing a player like Robin Yount?
Just incredibly humbling. You know, Robin's the greatest player in franchise history. He accomplished so many incredible things as a player. Anytime your name is mentioned alongside his, it means you've had quite a bit of success. So incredibly honored and humbled to be mentioned alongside his name.
Ryan has 255 career home runs as of this season, which is the all-time mark in franchise history. They've all been hit as a Brewer. And Ryan, just tell us a little bit about your thoughts going into the offseason, your upcoming surgery. Are you nervous? Are you anxious? Are you hopeful that you're going to be able to relieve some of this pain that you've had in your back?
Yeah, a little bit of all of the above. You know, a little nervous and anxious. Obviously, I don't really have much experience in dealing with this. Don't know exactly what I'm getting myself into. But at the same time, hopeful and optimistic that it really won't have much of an impact on the offseason. We're anticipating just a month of rehab and core stabilization after doing the procedure. I'll be going to see the doctor Wednesday, probably doing a follow-up MRI, and then tentatively scheduled to have the procedure done on Thursday.
I know you were trying to come back. You actually played last weekend in St. Louis. What exactly was it that inhibited you? And as you were trying to come back, were you ever worried that you would do more damage? And the final decision to go ahead and shut the season down, how did that come about as well? Can you just kind of take us through all of that thought process with you and the medical staff?
Yeah, I think we have as good a medical staff as there is in the major leagues. These guys are really phenomenal at doing their jobs. Show up every day, go through getting my treatment done, go through a process of trying to evaluate where the back was at. I played through this for a while, so we kind of knew the last couple months what I was dealing with. We were also told, obviously, if it got worse, it could potentially prolong the rehab process post-procedure. So that's what we were trying to avoid the whole time. Obviously, in being here, I want to play in as many games as possible.
They got to strike him out, and they throw him out, and a double play.
Nice.
Some kind of arm, huh, Ryan?
Unbelievable arm strength from Alden.
good work on the broadcaster side of it too, Braun. You laid out perfectly. Man,
Thank
this
you.
guy's a star. All right, I'm gonna throw some names at you with 2 outs here at the risk of running out of the inning. But Jorge Lopez, what have you seen from him? What do you think about him?
I see really good pure stuff, and I've always thought pure stuff plays. You know, rarely do finesse guys end up having prolonged success in this league, so the fact that he has good stuff is encouraging. He doesn't seem to be bothered by adversity, failure. I know you guys have probably seen a little bit about what he's been through in his personal life with his son. And for anybody at that age to persevere through a situation like that, continue to have the success he's had is extremely impressive. And just encouraging moving forward, knowing that during this game you're going to deal with some failure and some adversity. It seems like he handles everything really, really well, especially for a really young kid.
All right, Chris Davis has hit 20 home runs since August 6th.
Really impressive. Extremely difficult to do. He's just got unbelievable power. He's been in quite a zone lately. Continues to work hard every day, shows up every day, puts his work in, continues to try to get better on both sides of the ball. He takes a lot of pride in his defense. He does the best he can, trying to improve all the time. And offensively, what he's done over the last couple months is not something you see many guys do ever. So it's been really fun to watch and really impressive.
Last one for you here. Your other outfield mate, Domingo Santana, coming from the Astros to the Brewers. What have you seen from this kid, and what kind of future could he have in the big leagues?
There's a lot to like. You know, a lot of tools. He seems like the game comes relatively easy to him. He looks effortless with really long strides and an easy swing. He can run. He can throw. Just a matter of being able to make adjustments to sustain some success and consistency at this level. But certainly a lot to like, and he looks like he has the ability to be a really good player.
Ryan, real quick, Craig Counsell, what comes to mind when you hear Craig Counsell's name?
It's still kind of odd because we were teammates and friends for a while before he became the manager. So at times it's still an interesting dynamic, but I couldn't think of anybody better to lead us into the future, anybody better to be able to endure some challenging times certainly that lie ahead. He just has the right personality, the right mindset. The way he goes about his business every day is something that should inspire all of us to end up being the best versions of ourselves and get back to a place where all of us want to be, which is being consistently competitive.
Ryan, appreciate all of that info, man. It's great to hear your perspective on all this, the season, the new players, and we wish you the best. You had a terrific year this year, great bounce back year, and we'll be thinking about you as you go through your surgery.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me.
Have a good offseason.
See you in spring training, buddy.
Sounds good.
That is Ryan Braun, and we appreciate his time, and he's a very thoughtful guy as far as the organization is concerned. He thinks about all layers of the organization, and we appreciate him sharing some of those thoughts.